Let's talk about what is a polynomial. And a polynomial is basically many terms put together with addition and subtraction. And so if I just wrote this generally, this would be like a x sub n plus, a lot of times they use the same letter a for the number. I'm just going to use a different one. So b x sub n minus 1, that means just the next term. So if this is x cubed, this would be x squared, etc., until you get to a constant term. Okay. And what makes it a polynomial is that your exponents need to be positive, so you can't have any negative exponents, and you can't have a variable in the denominator, so you can't have 1 over x. That is not a polynomial. Okay, so you can't have a variable in the denominator, you can't have a negative exponent. We have 3 special names for certain types of polynomials. The first one is a monomial, and that basically means that you have one term. So you're not really adding or subtracting anything. So an example would just be 3x squared. A binomial means that you would have 2 terms, and again, this could be addition or subtraction in between the 2 terms. So for example, 2x minus 3 is a binomial. And the last one, a trinomial, means it has 3 terms, and this is where we'll get to factoring in chapter 6 or later on. So 3 terms would be like x squared minus 4x plus 5. That's an example of a trinomial. The degree of a polynomial is basically the degree of the highest term. So for example, in this trinomial, I have an x squared and x to the first power, and then no x. This is basically x to the 0 power. The degree is the degree of the highest term. So in that example here would be a degree of 2. So degree is the degree of highest term. And we usually write them in descending order. So see here we have x squared x and then no x, so we write them in order from greatest to least. So if we look at 3n squared plus 7, it says find the degree. The highest term is n squared, and that degree is 2, so this is of degree 2. Here for 8, when there's no variable, remember if there was a variable, that would be considered to the 0 power, right? Because anything to the 0 power is 1. So this has degree 0. This third one, we have a to the first and a cubed. A cubed is the highest degree, so this is degree 3. And for this last one, we have 0, 4, and 5, so the degree is 5, that highest term.